did pretty much all of the demos for the Vigilante album in my flat in Moseley on a little 4-track tape recorder that I got, and all of our input was it was like being it was in a band. You're in a band, so Tony would come along with an acoustic guitar, and we'd all sit around in my living room, and he'd present the song to the band, and I'm there thinking, they all sound a bit like country and western songs. There's this thing when Tony played these songs and played the acoustic guitar, there was a flavour of country and western to it, and I remember thinking, how are we going to turn this into a rock song? But Tony had got a vision, you know. Tony knew how he wanted the song to sound, so he played to everybody. Bob would pick the melody, learn the vocals, and then we'd go about recording it on a 4-track tape recorder, each putting our own parts in. Mark would be coming up with keyboard ideas and putting a feel to it, changing the feel, getting the bass lines, getting the drum parts worked out. So we kind of grafted these songs together as a band. Obviously Tony was the main, he got the main vision for the song, but there was a lot of creative input from all of us in creating those demos for the Vigilante album. As time went on, so we did the Vigilante album, demoed in my place, most of Wings of Heaven and some of Goodnight LA. But as time went on, Tony picked up on the technology of how to work a recording device, and his idea of production and his vision of how he wanted the songs to go became more and more altruistic as time went on. Mind you, the time we spent in Zella,
rock art.
Yeah, rock art and sleepwalking. We were still, I mean, Tony would come then not with acoustic guitar, he would come with a cassette of what he'd done, the demo he'd done.
Yeah, with the drum machine type of thing.
And then we'd rehearse it as a full band, and it would still grow. So our input, you know, we still had some input into the flavour of
and definitely the arrangements. You know, a computer is a mathematical machine, and it'll typically works in sections of 4 or 8 or 12, etc., etc. Well, you put a band together in a room, all set up, playing together, you can start clipping beats and dropping a couple of beats and making something flow into a bridge or a chorus far better than a computer can ever come up with it. And so as Micky said, it was very creative, you know, and indeed we were credited on all of those albums up to '94 with the arrangement. You know, we shared the arrangement credits on that. We didn't get paid anything, but we shared the arrangement credits for them. So, as Micky said, it was creative, and when you're being creative, you're keeping a band's interest, you know, and so it was healthy, it was good, it was happy. Did you want to say something? I mean, one can only presume it was the same for the first few albums, because there was even less technology in those days.
Oh, there was no technology. Yeah, I think in those days, I think the input was probably, the keyboard input was probably more. I mean, I seem to remember on a couple of times going into the studio before the other guys got up in the morning.
Yeah.
Into wherever it was we were recording, and spending a whole day virtually just on keyboard
because they
parts.
never got up before 4 o'clock, did
No,
they?
spend the whole day on keyboard parts, and you know, that's how it ended up. I didn't have to run it past anybody.
Yeah.
So it was okay, but again, I think
Freedom.
I think we might have got credited with arranged by Magnum,
Mm-hmm.
but no
Yeah.
more than that, you know.
I had frustrations in the latter days, Magnum, because that artistic input was taken from everybody. I mean, as Micky said, you know, he got the technology, and of course, as time goes by, technology becomes more usable and more home friendly, and suddenly you're dealing with Apple Macs and stuff like that, and so everything was done. You know, it was like, okay, well, play whatever you think on that, but there's a keyboard part on there already, there's a drum part on there already, there's a bass part up, and just didn't feel like you were in a band anymore.